It's game 29, the 11th, 12th place playoff between Brazil and Japan. And a quick look at the starting teams then. Well, the Japanese have played some exciting rugby at times, but it's all a learning curve for them, albeit a pretty steep one at the moment as they familiarise themselves with this level of competition. And I'm sure they will improve and learn from this. But as you can see, one of the longest names in the tournament, in Bogina Dramanadave. The biggest player also on the pitch. So a big reception for the host country, as you would expect. Japan take to the pitch against Brazil in their last match, and the crowd full of colour, full of voice, and hoping that they can finish with victory. Today I think we're going to be hearing a lot more about this Japanese squad over the next couple of years.
I think we are being very, very impressed. They've got some good individuals, players like Nakamura, Yamanaka, Taniguchi, but they also play very, very well together as a team. Of course it's a huge step up to come into the series, especially when all of the other teams have had 3 tournaments already, so they're right in their stride. But they've done themselves proud and will only get better and better as a full part of the series next year.
So referee for this one, Beatrice Benvenuti from
Japan.
Italy, and the sun continues to shine on this wonderful stadium here in Kitakyushu as Brazil, in their familiar yellow and blue, take on the white and red of Japan. It's a match to avoid bottom spots in the table. And first phase of possession for the home team and the Japanese. Carried into contact by Yuki Ito. And they're going to work this near blind side. Nice break originally from Kuai. Then just about hangs on the position. Yamanaka, the captain, going to spread this one wide. And Buggy and Dramanadave, well, she took it up the middle when she should have given it wide. But gets the hands free. Surely the pass has to go, or does it have to go? It's a one-woman operation all the way inside the 22. What a break it was. The pass should have gone about 17 times, but she's got all the way to the 5-metre line and a chance to finish what she started. What a try! In Bogina Dramanadave. Take a bow. That was a one-woman operation today.
She had absolutely no right to score that try. We can fit a name on the screen there. She had absolutely no right to score that try. You're absolutely right. She should have passed that. There was a 3-on-1 overlap. For goodness me, the strength and the determination. She got stopped once and then got straight back up, and then it was her again who appears at the base of this ruck and has one more go. The Brazilian defence, no hope whatsoever. It's not your typical sevens try, Hugh, but it's a try nonetheless.
Well, who needs beaters when you've got Godzilla in your Japanese team? And she absolutely blew them away. What a try. And Japan off to a flyer.
She's such a crowd favourite as well.
Japan restart. That one just slips out of a Brazilian hand, so it'll be a scrum to Japan. And they mean business.
What a start they've made to this game, Japan. On home turf, wanting to get that first win. Come out with real determination, haven't they?
Crouch. Bind.
Scrum.
Set.
Ball at the back, Japan trying to get this one free. Mio Yamanaka gives the pass away, and on the outside it's the speedster Tsutsumi. Did she drop that one forward? Not releasing on the ground. Tsutsumi hanging on. That's our Brazil at the moment, because they can't get out of their own half.
Yeah, all Japan so far.
Tsutsumi in the blue scrum cap. 2 tries already, and just her first ever tournament. She has made a lot of people sit up and take note. Plenty of pace, and she's not afraid to have a go. She's not the biggest, but very, very effective And Santini fires one out. Brssil trying to get out of their own half. Corujo on the switch. Nice pass as far as Kokan. And she uses her strength to set up the ball. Berens. Tackled by Ito. Ball at the back for Campos, the captain. Kokan to Santini. Corujo. Japan get the penalty. Brssil this time not releasing. Quick tap and go by the captain. Yamanaka. The pass on the outside. If they get the hands free, they keep it alive. Yamanaka takes it back from Kuai. And then Brssil steal it. And off goes Bianca Silva. Looking for the switch. Dummy switch. Tsutsumi. Oh, she slipped as she went to make the tackle. And off goes Bianca Silva. It's a foot race for this one. Silva up against Shimizu. And Bianca Silva is going to strike back for Brssil. All the way underneath the post. The youngster for Brssil touches down.
Yeah, quite a contrast from the way that Japan scored their try. Bianca Silva, fairly fresh leg because she didn't play much part in the last game. We could see her limping on the sideline, but the little bit of a handoff I think will be kind to Tsutsumi there. But Bianca Silva then stretched her legs. She's got a lovely running style. Makes it look very, very easy.
Conversion attempt from underneath the post, just about, and that means that Brssil edge in front by 7 points to 5. So lively first 5 minutes here in Kitakyushu for the 11th, 12th place playoff. Nobody wants to finish at the bottom of the table. And we've had 2 tries already. That one looks like it's gone out of the full. It has, and Japan will get the ball on the halfway line.
Interesting to see what Japanese penalty move they got up their sleeves. Is it simply a tap and give to Mbogin Drama in Nandave, or is it moving the ball wide? She can certainly suck a few defenders in.
Absolutely. Little switch of attack from Nakamura, and opening the gap, nicely done. Tsutsumi juggles and then hangs on to it all the way to the Brssil 22, struggling to get it back, a little bit slow. Brssil contesting a wrestling match with Campos, but they have it back, and here is the try score. One outsider. Oh, Godzilla goes again in the offload, and the back to Kuai. Oh yes! What about that? Creator-in-chief, and Ano Kuai scores her 10th, 7th try.
And the crowd have gone wild. This is a brilliant piece of skill. First to fall the handoff, see you later. But then as she fell, the offload into the hands of Kuai. She still had a bit of finishing to do, but let's watch that again.
Boom!
Oh, but that is a real piece of skill, that offload. Fantastic.
Oh, superb stuff. Japan with the second try of the match. Conversion attempt is going to fall short. But last few seconds in the first half, and what a half it's been. Super game so far. 3 points the gap, and Japan back in front as the hooter sounds. One last play before the end of the half. Well, that one not dealt with, it's dropped, so that means that's the end of that. Half-time whistle sounds, very entertaining stuff in the opening 7 minutes. Brssil 7, Japan 10. Second half coming right up.
今、山中さん、平野さんで、平野さん、スーパーで、君に来るから、そこだけ。
Well, I heard itchy, that means one, and I heard okay.
Itchy knee. Well, there you see the support for Japan here, and they are loving what they've seen in the first 7 minutes or so, because it has been a really impressive performance against Brazil, who've been on this circuit for a while now, and they know what's expected of them. They've been outplayed by Japan in that first half. Can they keep it going? We're about to find out. Restart from Mayu Shimizu. Ball back. Tsutsumi. The pass on the outside. Shimizu. Lovely little dummy and almost sold up the river. She still goes and it supports Japan inside the Brazilian 22. Just lost it. Little knock on and Brazil survive.
Such a shame for Japan, but it's all them, isn't it? Regained the ball at kickoff, moved it all the way to the side of the pitch, and they were so close to creeping through.
Crouch, bind, set.
Santini feeds, thought about the blindside break, but no room to go there, and defence was there. Brazil drop it again, but this time it's gone backwards, and a wrestling match for the ball. They come away with it this time. The offload was good from Will Bauer. Straight into contact. It needs to be stopped. Raquel Kokan eventually brought to ground. Karuho trying to find a gap in the middle. Does find a gap. Nice little break. Japan need to make those tackles. And then the pass on the outside. Tsutsumi gives chase. Foot race here. 1 against 1. Is she going to capture? No, she's not. Tellez skips around the outside. And Tellez will touch down for another Brazil try, and they edge their way back in front once again.
They've had so little possession, Brazil, but when they have had possession, they've made it count. Coming up here is a brilliant pass. That one into the hands of Tellez. That's what made the try. And then her pace, of course, she still had a bit of work to do, didn't she? But they have a little bit more pace, Brazil, than Japan, and when they get a little bit of space, they're making it count.
Conversion attempt comes off the post, which means the gap is just 2 points, and 5 minutes to play. Brazil 12, Japan 10. I wonder what he thinks of it.
Time for a bit more stardust from Mbogidrama and Ndave, I think. Don't you?
Absolutely. When in doubt, give it to Mbogidrama and Ndave. Teddy Bear's name is Love, apparently, Sue. No room for sentiment in this game. Knock on from Brazil, scrum to Japan. Another chance here to launch an attack.
Crouch, bind.
Here comes the feed from Nakamura. Ball squirts out the back, one-handed scoop, just about finds the target. And Nakamura back to Mbogidrama Ndave. 1, 2, off she goes, Godzilla, causing havoc. Good clean-up job there from Nagata. And then the pass from Nakamura to Shimizu. Shimizu, lovely break. Shimizu still going, over the halfway line, over the 10. She's going to back herself. Does she need help? Santini eventually makes the hit. Tsutsumi still there for Japan. If they go wide with this one, it's on. Big long looping pass, and guess who's waiting for it? Guess who's waiting for it on the outside? Well, she's not going to get it. Little step back inside. Nagata just short. Need to recycle the ball. Japan threatening. The pass, surely. Oh, well, that was the wrong option.
It really was, and who was waiting outside for the pass then?
That was the wrong option.
Yeah, Japan had done everything right to that point. The ball gets taken in here, and at this breakdown, and Bogindramu Nandave is hanging out here on the wing. Nobody with her. All it had to do was come left, and nobody would have stopped her from there. She might be so out of breath though she couldn't shout for the ball.
Yeah. What a break that was originally though by Mayu Shimizu. I think if she had a bit more conviction in her pace instead of looking around, she probably would have made it, but Brssil through Santini got back to make the tackle. And now they're trying to win the line out. It's exactly what they do. Ball to use, Santini fires the pass out. Japan trying to cut off the supply line. Bianca Silva tackled by Tsutsumi. That's much better, and then making life difficult. Goes to ground. Karuo did well. Again, the hits keep coming for Japan. Ball's gone loose there, back on the Japanese side, but illegally. And penalty to Brazil. 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, there's a clear offside there from Japan. Didn't really need to give that one away, and they had Brazil under huge amounts of pressure. Giving a penalty away there has just given Brazil a real outlet.
Are they going to find touch here? Where's that going to bounce? Oh, it's a good kick in the end, but you leave that one to chance when you pin your fortunes in the bounce of the rugby ball.
Yeah, that's why when you're covering the kick, you really should. Shirano it was, should have been much closer to the touchline. That would have allowed her to run onto the ball. As it was, it went over her head. You know, you can see she was going to kick to touch. So as soon as you see that, get to the touchline so that you can run forward onto the ball.
Santini. Ball went backwards. From the line out, big tackle goes in. And again, Japan not giving Brazil a second on that ball. Bogindramu Nandave misses that one. Comes across to try and make the hit. Silva's got one outsider. Tackle has to be made. It is. And next score, you feel, is going to win this game. If Japan can get it. Brazil 2 points ahead, of course. And Kokan takes the tackle. Karuo fires one out again. Another hit. Silva lost her feet just as he went to pick that ball up. Tellez off the back. Japan work rate is brilliant. Slow coming out, they're contesting the ball. Brazil do just enough. This is Kokan. Santini. Oh, she's swallowed up in the tackle. Aggressive defending. Penalty Brazil again.
Yeah, just too high, wasn't it? Edna Santini, as we said before, she's very low to the ground. Got to keep the tackles low.
Well, it's been a good game, hasn't it?
Has been a great game. Japan just so frustrated, haven't been able to get their hands on the ball in this last couple of minutes, have they? You don't have the ball, you can't score a try. Just 2 points in it.
So a welcome break, but Japan need to score, don't forget. If it stays like this, Brazil will finish in 11th and Japan will prop up the table. This is what's available in terms of series points, so 2 points for the winner of this, just one for last place, and we've got a big cup and gold medal final coming up a little bit later on between New Zealand and Canada. Australia, of course, well beaten by the Canadians, their highest ever defeat in a sevens match. Try score as well, Julia Greenshields leading the way ahead of Naya Umbasali. Portia Woodman, well, she's always there or thereabouts, isn't she, when it comes to top try scores, so consistent. Elia Green was on a flyer before she got that injury. And here are the leading point scorers, Ghislaine Landry and Julia Greenshields, and Landry, of course, with conversions to boost her tally, but Greenshields has done it all the hard way with tries on the board. Beautiful day for sevens rugby, and you've got to reward the tacklers as well. And Brestiak from Russia, Charlotte Kazlik Brssil, the busiest workhorse in Rugby 2 as well, who Mel was talking about earlier on in terms of her progression this season in particular. Naya Tapper leading the way with carries. Lucy Mulhall for Ireland. Ireland haven't had their best tournament, but Lucy Mulhall, you can always guarantee a certain standard and a work rate from her. And look at the bottom there. Buggy and Damanadave with 13 carries. And opponents left flattened every time she gets the ball. Well, the World Cup, of course, coming up, the Women's World Cup in Ireland later on this year, and we're going to see a lot of the 7 stars turn their hand to 15s. Yeah, it should be some good news on that, and Brazil getting ready to get back underway. Into touch they go. They've got 10 seconds here, so unless Japan manage to steal this line out too, it's all over.
Interesting decision, isn't it, to kick to touch when you could probably just keep possession for 20 seconds and not risk losing the ball at the line out. If I were Japan, I'd be lifting to compete at this line out. You've got to throw everything at it.
Well, they do contest, but there is the final whistle. If this goes dead, it should be all over. Japan trying one last steal, kicked out over the touchline, and there is the final whistle. So no grand finish for the host nation. It's Brazil is 1 out by 12 points to 10.